So, good morning, students. We have learned that we need food for energy, growth, repair of damaged tissues, and to keep us fit and healthy. So, our today's topic is the components of food from the lesson 2, components of food. So we will study the different components of food. Okay. So our meals, we take two times we take meals. Yes, the lunch and dinner. Okay. So our meals usually have at least one item made of some kind of grain. Clear? And other items could be a dal or a dish of meat or vegetables. So it may also include items like curd, butter, milk, and pickles. Sometimes what happens, we may not really have all this variety in our meals. Clear? But the question is, why meals usually consist of such a distribution? We have rice, we have dals in our meal, then vegetables, sometimes fish, milk, curd, butter. Why we have usually, that means our meals usually consist of such a distribution. We know that each dish is usually made up of one or more ingredients. Yes, we all know that we require one or two ingredients to make a dish, and that ingredients we get from either plants or animals, and these ingredients, they contain some components which are required by our body for our proper growth and development. So these components are called nutrients. So these are called this all these components which are present in the ingredients and which are required for or which are needed for the proper growth and development of our body are called the nutrients. Now, what are the nutrients? Nutrients are the substances, they are the substances. Please, all of you, mute your mind. Substances that an organism needs to grow and also repair the damaged tissue, damaged, no, damaged tissues, and for proper maintenance of the body. So, what are the nutrients which we get from the different ingredients, and the ingredients we get from plants and animals? So, the nutrients are nothing but they are the substances that we require for our proper growth, repair, and maintenance of our body. Our food contains not only the nutrients, but also it contains, along with the nutrients, food contains nutrients, then water and the roughage. Roughage is the dietary fibers that we get from the fresh fruits and vegetables. Clear? And now you see what are the different types of nutrients we require for our proper growth and development of our body. So, nutrients are of 5 different types: carbohydrates, then protein, next is fats, then is vitamins, and the minerals. So these are the 5 different types of nutrients. They are also the main nutrients we require for our body. Now, what are the carbohydrates? Carbohydrates Carbohydrates are the main source of energy. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy. That is why it is also called the energy giving food. We get lots of energy from carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are of 2 types: starch and sugar. A number of that means there are many types of carbohydrates, but the 2 main types are starch and sugar. So we get carbohydrates in that means we get different types of carbohydrates. There are many types of carbohydrates are there, but the 2 main types of carbohydrates are starch and sugar. Now, what are the characteristics features of starch and sugar? Sugars are simple carbohydrates. They are carbohydrates, but the simple carbohydrates, and found in the form of glucose and fructose. Fructose we get from fruits, different types of fruits. So sugars are simple carbohydrate that we found in the form of glucose and fructose. Number 2, they are sweet in taste. Number 3 is they provide instant energy. They give us instant energy, and the main source of sugar are glucose. Clear? The main source of sugar are glucose, then cane sugar that we get from the sugar cane, that is sugar cane juice. Then different types of fruits like banana, mango, grapes, apple, etc. So these are the main source of sugars. The number 2 main type of carbohydrate is the starch. We all know the plants can manufacture their own food with the help of photosynthesis as sugar, and the sugar when it is stored in the plant, then the plant store the sugar as starch. And the main characteristics feature of starch is a complex, it is the complex carbohydrate. It is a complex carbohydrate. Number two, it is the reserve food material of plants. As I told, plants store the sugar in the form of starch. So, the plants store energy in the form of starch. Pure starch is a tasteless and odorless. Odorless means it doesn't have any smell. It is a tasteless and odorless white powder. And number three, it provides energy but comparatively slow. It provides energy but energy comparatively slowly than the sugar. So these are the different characteristics feature of starch. Now the sources of starch. The main sources of starch are wheat, rice, potato, sweet potato, etc. So these are the different sources of starch. And what is the function of the carbohydrate? The function of the carbohydrate is it provides energy for work and play. And that is why the carbohydrate is also known as energy giving food. Then you see number two is proteins. Proteins that give us, the food rich in proteins are also known as body building food, because no, because proteins, these are, or we can say the proteins are necessary for growth and repair of the body. So that is why proteins are also called bodybuilding food, because the proteins are necessary for the proper growth of our body. That is, the proteins help us to increase our size and shape of our body, and also help us to repair the damaged tissues of our body. So for that, what happens, though it is the bodybuilding food, that is why growing children, they require, not only the growing children, also the pregnant women and the people recovering from illness, they need more proteins in their diet, because it helps us to grow. It is necessary for the proper growth and development. Proteins can be obtained from both plants and animals. That means there are two categories of proteins, plant proteins and the animal proteins. The base source of plant proteins are different types of beans like that soya bean, kidney bean, then pulses, pulses like grams, moong means yellow lentils, then red lentils that is called the masoor, then uh, that means they are also we get that means a little quantity of proteins from wheat and maize. So these are the plant proteins. Number two is the animal protein. The sources of animal proteins are meat, fish, milk, eggs, and all the milk products. So these all are the sources of animal protein. Now, what is the function of the protein? The function of the protein, number one, helps for growth and development, development of our body, and number two, helps to repair damaged damaged tissues. So these are the two functions of proteins. Number three, important component of food is the fat. Fats give us more energy than carbohydrate. We get energy from carbohydrate, but fats gives more energy than carbohydrate. That is why fats are also known as energy giving food. So we can say both carbohydrates and fats are the energy giving food. Now fats are also obtained from both plants and animals. That means we get fats from both plants and animals. So fats are called vegetable fat, and the fats we get from animal are called animal fats. Ghee, that means vegetable fats, vegetable fats are different types of oil that we get from mustard, then sunflower, then we get from soya bean, or we also get from coconut, coconut. So these all are the, or some nuts, other nuts. So these are the different types of vegetable fats that we get from the plants. And the sources of animal fats are the animal fats we get from butter, ghee, that means all the milk product, most of the milk product, and also milk. Milk is also a good source of that, a good source of protein, but milk also contain fats. Clear? Up to this is clear, children? Okay. Okay. Next, the nutrient is the vitamins. Vitamins and number, this is number 4, and number 5 is minerals. So, vitamins are essential nutrients that we get from fresh fruits and vegetables, and they are essential nutrients required in small quantities. We require very less quantity of vitamins for the, why they are so important? Because they are required for the normal functioning of the body. So they are vitamins, they help us to maintain the healthy eyesight, proper growth for our healthy skin, then for the helps in the proper functioning of the digestive system, heart, nerves, etc. So these are, that means, are required in small quantity, but they are very, very essential nutrients for normal functioning of the body. And the vitamins are also called protective foods. They are also called protective foods. Clear? And the different types of vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. So each and every vitamin occurs in particular kind of food and performs a specific function. Like the vitamin A. Vitamin A we get from, say for example, Vitamin A we get from green vegetables, and that is green leafy vegetables. Then we get from carrot. Carrot, it's a very good source of vitamin A. Carrot, then fish liver oil, then butter. These are a very good source of vitamin A. Now, why vitamin A is so important? Why vitamin A is so important? Because vitamin A helps to maintain healthy eyesight, then proper growth. Number 3, healthy skin. So that is why vitamin A is so important. Next you see the vitamin B. Vitamin B is divided into again a number of subcategory, that is vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B4, and vitamin B12. So these vitamins we get from the whole grains, whole grains, then cereals. We get from nuts and also from the sprouts, milk, eggs. Now, why these all vitamins are important? Because see, each and every vitamin, they they each and every vitamin performs a specific function. So B1, vitamin B1 helps in proper functioning of the digestive system. It has a specific, it performs a specific function. That means it helps. Yes, children. Yes. So vitamin B1. Hey, who is singing? Who is singing? Vitamin B1 helps in proper functioning of the digestive system, then also the heart, then nerves and muscles. Is clear, everyone? Children, you can hear me? Okay. So then number 2 is vitamin B2. B2 also helps to keep the skin healthy. Healthy. No. Then the next is the vitamin B4. Vitamin B4. So it helps, it is necessary for maintaining the healthy skin and again the proper functioning of the digestive system. Digestive system. Then vitamin B12. It helps in the formation of red blood cells, that is called RBC, and proper growth of body. Proper growth of our body. Clear, everyone? Okay. Now you see here some sources of, this is the source of carbohydrate. Wheat flours, rice, potato, and apple. So these are the sources of carbohydrates. Some sources of carbohydrate. So wheat flours is a starch, rice starch. Example, that is the potato is also an example of starch, and apple is an example of sugar. Clear? Then you see this is the sources of proteins. Red lentils, yellow lentils, soya bean, then you see rajma, gram, and this is the whole grains, that is the whole moong. So we can say green moong. So these are the sources of protein. Here you can see the sources of fats, that is the butter, and here butter is the animal fat. We can say it is the animal fat. Then you can see the oil. This is the coconut oil. This is the mustard oil, and this is cashew nut and This is almond. So these are the sources of plant fat. Now here you can see milk. So what we can say, the milk is a complete food. A milk, so we can say that milk is a complete food because milk contains all the nutrients. Clear? Milk contains all the nutrients, that is proteins, vitamins, carbohydrate, fats, and also the minerals. So milk is considered as the complete food, and it is required for the proper growth and development of our body. So we can say milk is a complete food. So that's all about today's class. Clear? So tomorrow I will explain you the other. No written work. Okay, today no written work. So today I have explained up to vitamin B, vitamin A, and different types of vitamin B. So next tomorrow I will explain you other different types of vitamins and the different types of minerals and their functions. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening to me patiently, and bye bye. Have a very good day. Bye 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 bye.